Hey guys, Chris Manifest Concepts here. We're in Sycamore Creek again. You can see this is a regulator that we replaced on the house. Got a call back because, again, we put that in about a month ago. Got a call back because the customer said they had some wet dirt they needed looked at. And we dug it out. We found a leak. You can see the water coming from right there, hitting my hand. To answer some questions, PVC has a maximum pressure rating. That maximum pressure is based on a test that's done for a certain period of time, not a very extended length of time either, and it's not really rated. It's not really to be used on things that are high pressure. So when your pressure is at 150 psi, that can cause issues. Okay, the pipe rating has a maximum rating. The fittings have a maximum rating, and the fittings have a lesser rating than the actual pipe. So you see that leak down there? These fittings are injection molded. For example, you see this seam right here, this line, and they're weak there. The crack that you see down there is at the injection mold seam. So PVC fittings really aren't designed to take a lot of beating. When you have a bad regulator, you get that water hammer, and it damages the fittings, which is what's going on here. I know that a couple of people tried arguing with me in the post, claiming that they work for a pipe company and whatnot, and said that, oh, PVC fittings and PVC pipe can sustain over 400 psi. You don't know what you're talking about. That's not the case, okay? That's a burst rating. It's a maximum rating. Again, and that test is only done at most for a couple of hours. It's not sustained over years. So they have no idea how this pipe is going to react over 5, 10, 20 years. And when you have damaged regulating equipment or equipment in general within your system, it's going to hammer at those joints, at those seams, all day long, and eventually, as has happened here, it's blown out. So you can see the water. Further, you have some really weird plumbing in here. Okay, you can see the main line over here, tees, and then it comes up, goes over through this regulator for the irrigation, comes over, comes back, comes over, comes back. It's a lot of unnecessary work. This is a mess. Again, I don't get it. Okay, this is again why you need to check your contractors, licensed or unlicensed, because even licensed contractors do really shady work. So what we're going to do today on this main line is we're going to cut the T out, because you see it comes over here and then it cruises across like this, and it's kind of hard to see, but then your copper pipe comes up and over and then up. So what we're going to drop this copper pipe straight down, bring it over here to where it should have been, and get rid of this spaghetti junk. And then for the irrigation regulator and valve, we're taking that out. Okay, that's not necessary. This setup gives you two pieces of equipment that you have to maintain all the time. So what we're going to do is we're going to slide this T off and put in another T here. We're going to drop a piece of copper straight down behind this one against the house here, and then we're going to run it over and tie it in to the sprinkler valve here. And the reason for that, the reason we're going to do that, is now you're only using one regulator that's regulating pressure for everything. This is a small property. It's only maybe 200 square feet of plants. 65 psi is more than enough to run through these sprinklers for this system. When you have a bigger system, more sprinklers, you need more water. We run the sprinklers before this regulator, and we get a regulator that can increase the pressure up to about 80 psi. But a standard house regulator for most applications here in Sycamore Creek and Horse Thief Canyon are going to do just fine, regulating pressure for the house and regulating pressure for the sprinklers. So we're gonna do all this today, clean this up a little bit and get all the damaged equipment out of here, and get this customer back up and running. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to shoot us a message. Again, it's always a good idea to get your equipment checked. Whether you prefer to have a 2 regulating system, one for irrigation, one for the house, we'll do that. We have no problem doing it. This is just typically a setup that we like to do for smaller homes have to have smaller yards. So again, if you have any questions, please feel free to call us or give us a message, and we'll get some questions answered for you. You guys have a good day.